On Thursday, this van will be hitting the streets of downtown Whitehorse to help vulnerable people in need. It's called Moccasin Mobile Outreach.
We know right now that Yukon First Nations and Indigenous people are overrepresented in the homeless population.
The pilot project will be operated by the Council of Yukon First Nations and funded by Yukon government. It's part of an overall strategy aimed at providing culturally relevant supports to people in need, as well as enhancing safety in downtown Whitehorse.
We are currently working on getting some shelving and some upfitting and some other items done before we head out on the road.
The council says it's all about meeting people where they're at, which is why it's staffing the service with Yukon First Nations outreach workers.
I think it's really important that vulnerable populations see themselves reflected in the service, understand the historical trauma, the realities faced by Yukon First Nations. So it's really important to have a Yukon First Nations-led service.
So we have the clean crack pipe kits and clean injection kits, and there's a few.
The van will be well stocked with harm reduction supplies. People who use the service are welcome to take personal care items, hygiene products, warm clothing, and food. Workers will also be trained in things like naloxone and first aid and will be able to connect clients to other services like the RCMP or EMS.
Many of our people do not feel safe phoning the RCMP at times due to legacy and historical issues. So this is really an opportunity for us to provide those supports until the EMS or until RCMP arrive.
The service will operate Thursdays to Saturdays between 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. It will follow a designated route, which includes stops at the Whitehorse Emergency Shelter, bars, and parks. Hotels will also be a priority.
Many people are living in hotels that are on income assistance, so we want to ensure there's safety around that.
Funding will take the pilot project through until the end of March, though the council hopes to offer it for the foreseeable future if there's a need.
Our service is really meant to ensure that people are not dying on the street, freezing, and or being harmed.
Sarah Connors, APTN National News, Whitehorse.